Hello everyone, and welcome to my live show. Hope you're all well. So I wanted to look into this because first of all, what I will do is a daily reading for the energies for today. And if you're new to my channel, I am an empath who is very intuitive and perceptive, and I do pick up on energies, whether that is to do with any kind of predictions or looking behind the scenes. Okay, so with this live show, I wanted to look at why are world leaders suddenly mentioning that the COVID is in comparison to World War II and it being a war. So is this a build-up of actually getting the truth of what's going on, or what? So I want to look into this, and I will try and read what I can here. But it is a bit today, especially, and in the UK and in America, it's being compared to a war like World War II. I mean, why is America and the UK suddenly comparing it to a war? We had government officials on the TV tonight saying that you can compare it to the Blitz or bombings where we had blackouts and people going out without taking precautions is like putting a light switch on in a blackout during the Blitz. So there is this comparison, and I wanted to look deeply into this, comparing it to World War II. And so is President Biden too, with his speeches. He says it's like a war. It's a war that we have to. So I wanted to look into this because is this something that it's like is this building us up to some kind of truth here and being transparent? Because transparency is also being mentioned too. Transparency. We need to be transparent with our people, and we're not. Why this COVID is around. So maybe not, but I will look into this. Okay. So I don't know where you are in the world, but please let me know where you are in the world, and just actually say how, I don't want to have to talk about the COVID, but I just was quite surprised of this reference to the COVID and comparing it to World War II. So this is why I wanted to look into this, and please put your own thoughts in the chat there. And I have these pop-ups at the side here because there's so much news at the moment. I'm getting millions of pop-ups here, but so I can see your chat now. I can see your chat. So I hope you're all well, and I hope you're all safe. And who'd have thought this? I predicted this January last year, do you remember? And I said to you guys, make sure you take care, wear a mask, wear gloves, wash your hands, and all these kinds of things. That was even before we even was told to wear masks. And here we are. And I said it was going to be worse than our deepest kind of fears and bad dreams, but nobody, oh, try and frighten us, Yvonne. And you know, I wasn't trying to frighten anyone. This is the energies that I was picking up. So when I heard that, when I heard Biden say it's a war, and he referred it to World War II, and our government officials too, I think Priti Patel was on, and some other government officials were actually comparing it to the Blitz and World War II. I just wonder if this is a build-up of actually telling us the truth of what the hell is going on here. Because if you remember last year, I said that there would be, I actually did predict that there would be a mutation. Do you remember? I said there were going to be 2 or 3 mutations, and I said that each one was going to be more kind of infectious than the other. This virus was designed to destroy and to kill, and it was man-made. That's what I shouldn't say that, but that's what I predicted last year. Do you remember? I can't even believe my own kind of prediction, but I did. I said there was going to be a first, second, and third wave. I also mentioned Africa too. I definitely did say that these I didn't say variants, I said mutations of what they are really are mutations. And I did say, predict that these mutations, I said there was going to be 3 mutations, and each one is going to be more contagious than the last. And look what we're dealing with. I also have predicted that we will not be coming out of this until 2022. So forget your holidays this year. So looks like my predictions came to fruition, and unfortunately, so I wanted to, how bad is this? Because this feels to me as if this is getting out of control, and I don't want to frighten anyone here, and I will say as much as I can without being too kind of controversial. I may take this over to Patreon as a follow-up too, but we will see. We'll see how far I can go with this. Okay, and please put your comments in the chat section there too. So I'm going to ask the question here, because I do make predictions, and I do use my tools. I use these cards, but mainly I pick up on energies. Okay, I pick up on energies. So let me just ask the question, how bad is this? Because I said I did predict a year ago that this was really bad. Really, really bad, and the deaths are going to be shocking, and I didn't mean to scare anybody, but that's what I did predict. Okay, so how bad is this going to get? Because how bad is this going to get? Is it going to get worse than we ever even thought here with this COVID? The first thing I'm getting with energy-wise is that this COVID is mutating. And I do get that it was designed to mutate. Now, is this mutation something to do with why they're referring it to a war? It's a war against this virus. Because they haven't referred to it as a war until we got these multiple mutations. which there's one in Africa now. I think there's one in, they've mentioned Belgium or something, or Holland. That there's one in Brazil. So, and I feel as well that they're different kind of mutations. So that means that we would have to close borders, because we've got various mutations that are more lethal than the original, and they are scattered all over the world. And then today we get, and I picked up intuitively, why are they mentioning suddenly we have this reference to World War II. Okay, now I may have to take this to Patreon, but I'll try my best here to to say what I have to say to help you guys, and to really help you in making decisions of your own health, and being prepared too, because I do feel that government should be they should be transparent. They should tell us what's going on. If there is a war going on, we should know about this. We should know about this. So how bad is this going to get? Because I'm going to look into 2000, and we have got vaccines, yes, but now there is this question of whether this vaccine is going to be effective with this strain that we're getting from Africa, or variant, or whatever they want to call it, or mutation. I feel it's all the same, but who knows? Okay, so looking at, let's ask the first question here. How bad is this? How bad is this getting? How bad is this going to get? Let us know how bad this is going to get, from spirit, from the universe, from the divine. How bad is this going to get? We need to know. We need to know. We need to know how bad this is going to get. Excuse me. Let's pull out a card. Wow. I get the 10 of Swords. Can't get any worse, really, can it? The 10 of Swords is, at this moment, things could improve. We have been betrayed and stabbed in the back here. This was a malicious act. This was a malicious act. This is very, I do pick up this as political. It's a political move. It was a malicious act. That how can I picked out the first card here, and that's how bad it's going to get. How bad is it going to get? I'm not trying to frighten people. I just want you to be prepared. Okay. This was a malicious act. Who would do this? This is insanity, isn't it? It's like, this was a malicious act. Somebody won't let this go. I get here, somebody won't let this go, whatever this is, why this is happening. I feel it was something that was deliberately done. It was a malicious act because of this card here. Okay. But I also get this person, it feels like there's a spread here of more infectious strains and mutations all over the damn world. I feel we're going to get other mutations too. I did mention Belgium before, and parts of more mutations in parts of Europe. I do pick up Paris. I do pick up somewhere like the Netherlands, and it's kind of somewhere a bit obscure. Now, what's coming through here is from Spirit is that there's one area that has not kind of been targeted in this way, and I'm not accusing anybody of anything here, but I do get that China has not been targeted with this second, third variant. So I don't know whether that's a link or whether that is kind of something that is coincidental. So there is a resistance here to let go of this, whatever this is. The person here does not want to let go of something. Yeah, it was a malicious act. Somebody was very deluded. Whoever did this was very deluded, and they hatched this plan here. Yeah, this is like someone in some kind of fantasy world. And had this kind of plan that didn't work out. This is what I get here. Now, I do get government leaders will recognize this eventually and try to, they want to bring peace to this. They want to bring peace to this. But they've been struck down by, this has been delayed because I feel it's prior to Trump leaving office there and Biden coming in. I'm not being political here, but there is a link here of these mutations were planted, many of them, but this took a while for this to transpire and kind of mutate and spread. So I feel this was done a while ago, and I feel this is a delay from something that happened before. And I get here, you know, the world has been struck down with this mutation of this virus, these variants that are spreading like wildfire all over the world, and this was done prior to Trump leaving this office. So there is a link here with Trump. I don't think it's not. I'm not saying this is Trump. I don't feel this is Trump that's done this. I feel that it's something to do with this situation. But now this next president that's coming, which has no links to this. This is what I'm picking up with. There's no links to this at all. I feel that they will investigate into this, because even if this was links with Trump, and it's still not right. It's still not right. You know, somebody should not go out on a limb and do something as this, like creating this World War II, because of some decision that Trump made. This is what I'm picking up here. So they're referring to this because it's already hatched. The plan is already hatched. This variant, I get variants, new mutations, has already hatched. It's already hatched, and it's already spreading, like it's already happened. And it's taken some time for that to happen, for whatever reason, or maybe to spread. Okay. Now, this is a very serious escalation. This was, because this is going into the past, this was like a fight here, I feel, with President Trump, but this escalated further because this is in reverse. This escalated further and created this really, this suppressed anger. And this suppressed anger escalated into excuse me, into this action. And causing the world to, and America, mainly America, but this has really gone crazy in the UK too. So there's a link with the UK too. There's this, the main thing that we've got lots of deaths, we have. But this is becoming more active and more active and more active. So I feel where we're sitting now in January 2021, this is only the beginning. Because I feel these new strains and these new mutations are going to be even more and more and more active and more contagious. And now there's questions whether this is still contagious even if we're on lockdown. So how contagious is that? That's really contagious. So I do get this card here. This is like after the battle, actually being so exhausted of having to fight this battle with this COVID. But this has gone beyond that. This has gone beyond that. And this is like, this is world leaders, and it's like gone beyond this. It's gone to another level, which is this, which is actually, they thought they'd beaten this by these vaccines, and then it becomes, it mutates to another level. Doesn't bode well, that, does it? I feel they have knowledge of this now. There's knowledge of this. They feel, every time they feel like they're beating this, it's getting a vaccine for this, it tends to go to another level. So they're now seeing it. What I asked the question was, how bad is this going to get? I feel what I'm picking up here intuitively is that world leaders are now realizing the more they try to fight this with vaccines, the more this changes into something else. And this is like, and this is why they are referring this to World War II, because It's killing more people than World War II, but now it's become a war against the virus, because every time they're realizing that actually they've created, they've created this vaccine, but it feels, what I'm getting, this energy here, it feels like they've created this vaccine and now it's jumped to another level where this vaccine's not going to be effective. And this is happening at speed. We've got these other variants where these, and it's like shifting all of the time. It's like shifting all of the time. It's like playing with government leaders, and it's like playing with, yes, well, you've got this vaccine, but it's now mutated to a different strain or whatever this is. What is this? Because this is absolutely bizarre. So what I pick up here, and I know I shouldn't say this on YouTube, but I pick up that they are referring this to World War II because it's a war between getting a vaccine and this virus is actually changing as we speak. So it's not effective to this vaccine. Now they're not telling the public that. They're not telling us this, but they should and they must tell us this, okay? And I feel this is why they're saying, they're kind of building us up to this. They're building us up to, we have created these vaccines, but the new strain will not be effective. And it seems as if, as soon as they, it seems like this is a malicious act, because they know whoever's doing this, whoever's done this, whoever is doing this knows that they are very educated in the know of and the know-how of how long it takes to create a vaccine, to make sure it's safe to be vaccinated to people, to humans. And this person behind this knows that, is educated in how long it takes to get a vaccine, how long it takes to do all these tests to be able to vaccinate people. So it's taken a whole year to find a vaccine, and we're just starting to roll that out now. And now this is ever shifting, okay? So whoever's behind this knows that it's going to take a while. If there's a new kind of variant, or a new that this vaccine does not help to be immune from it, it's changing and it's shifting all the time, then whoever created this knew that by the time they get a vaccine for that, it's going to be changing, and then they'll have to find a vaccine for that, and when they find a vaccine for that, it'll be changing again. This is why they're calling this a war, okay? Because it's like they're chasing this virus, and they're never actually keeping up with this virus before it changes again. Now, I am not in the know of all of this, and I'm not. This is me picking up intuitive energies, okay? So don't think I'm in the know of any of this. I don't know, okay? So what this is saying is, there's a realization by world leaders that there is someone behind this who is changing this as they actually find a vaccine. And world leaders are having to be very strong because they're realizing this is some kind of war. But when are they going to tell people? When are they going to inform the world that this is what's happening? You know, that it's not something in a Wuhan market, and it's not something that grew through bats. It actually came from a laboratory. When are they going to actually tell people about this? Now, I don't want to go too far into this. I will take this. I feel if you follow me on Patreon, you'll know what I've said on there. And this all ties in together. So we've got why I've actually picked out here from these energies why this is being called a war, okay, because it's ever changing. And I feel they're feeding the public that these bright prospects, there is light at the end of the tunnel because we've got a vaccine, but now they're realizing when they discover a vaccine, there's another variant and another variant. And they will have to eventually tell the public that actually this is not going to be effective against this variant. But they're keeping the calm because I feel they're learning too. I feel that the world leaders are learning, but I feel it's right in front of their faces that this is man-made, and it's been, you know, and it keep, you know, as soon as they get a vaccine it changes. I don't feel that. I feel that they're not that stupid. I feel that they know there's something not right here, but they keep feeding us these promises that, you know, the star card, there's hope at the end of the, you know, there's light at the end of the tunnel. They're saying this because they want they're trying to prevent some kind of uprising of the people. And they're trying to keep the calm. They're trying to keep people calm. Okay. And yeah, they're trying to keep the peace, because if people, ordinary people, found out that this was created by someone and to destroy people, then, and we didn't even get to know this, I feel that there would be some kind of, you know, this would actually create chaos, and this is something that world leaders would try to prevent. So they're trying to keep us, yeah. I feel this is going to get worse, guys. I feel this is going to get worse, and I feel that, and I don't want to scare anyone, but I think the world leaders should actually tell us what's going on now, because we're not stupid, okay? We know this is changing, ever changing. Every time they bring out a vaccine, it's changing and it's changing again. So the vaccine will not be effective with this strain or this variant. And now this has happened in Brazil. It's now this one in somewhere in the Netherlands, or I don't know, Belgium, and now there's another one in Africa. That there's I feel I'm picking up here. There's another 5 variants out there. We started with one variant, which was COVID-19. Now there's 5 of these variants out there. Somebody's got to tell the world that this was a war. And we're battling against a war. And I feel they're already starting to tell us this. But when are they going to tell us properly that you know what's going on here? Because we're not simple-minded. We know that the subjects of their country, or the people of their country, are sitting indoors and they're losing money from their businesses. They're actually, businesses are going under. They're having to work from home. The children can't go to school and get educated. They're having to do homeschooling, and people are having to work remotely from home. And we feel imprisoned. We can't even walk, go out and live a life. We've been trapped indoors and having to wear masks and limited to where we can go. So I think we, as the public, have a right to know what the hell is going on. And I will take this to Patreon. I think I have explained this already on Patreon, but I will take this to Patreon. I feel that there's a link here to Donald Trump. And now he's gone from presidency. I feel that Biden or leaders are starting to want to regain peace. They're hoping that now that President Trump is not the president, I'm not saying anything political here, it's something to do with somebody not agreeing with President Trump, and now he's out of office, that things will start to working on bringing peace to this, and working on resolving this and getting to the bottom of this. But I feel this has already happened. And I feel that there is a war here against these different kind of variants that have been kind of put out there already. So if you want to follow me over to Patreon, please do, because I'm over there, and I do more kind of uncut kind of readings over there. If not, you can enjoy or listen to readings on here if you wish. If you're new to my channel, I am an empath, and I'm also very, very, very sensitive, and very sensitive empath, that I have a very strong intuition and able to pick up on energies. Okay, so that's what I am, that's what I do. If anybody's watching here who's from the government or from powers that be, I just feel that people have a right to know what's going on, and who is behind this, and how long it's going to take, how bad this is going to get, and how long it's going to take to actually eradicate this, and what controlling measures are being implemented to actually eradicate this too. So guys, please, if you're new to my channels, please share, please put your thumbs up, and please like too, and please subscribe, and I'll be back soon, okay, as soon as I can, with any other energies that I pick up. Okay, and bye for now. Bye bye.